Hey, what's up guys? Elmond here, back for another golf ball reviews video, but actually not, because it's just a chipping lesson, because I'm getting kind of sick of sitting behind a camera teaching y'all about golf balls when neither you nor I find that particularly interesting. What we'd rather do is figure out actually how to play the game. So today we're going to be talking just briefly, and this is from amateur to amateur, but it's a good way of thinking about it for me, about chip shots, because if you can get the chip shot down, you can go up and down and you can save yourself a stroke on basically every hole. So I use a 56. It's always given me the most control and the most variability with my chip shots. Other people use their 52 or their 60 sometimes, but we don't like them. Anyway, there's three types of shots you can hit with whatever club that you choose to use. There's kind of the more knockdown. It's going to be something more like this. There's more of the mid-range one. Just going to go a little higher than that one. Then there's this third one that generally works best when it's fluffed up. And then went the highest of them all. So three different shots there, same club. You maybe can't tell much variation, but trust me, there is, especially depending on your green situation. If you're short-sided, you're going to have to use that higher shot. If you're just going uphill, you can use that lower shot and play the spin into the green, and it's going to be a lot safer than if you were to try that higher shot and accidentally skull it over the green. So we'll start off by saying lower shot is going to be safest, middle shot next safest, very close, and that higher shot is definitely more of a risky play. But let's get into teaching you how to do these. So we'll start off with this lower shot. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So what I do is I just tilt my feet off just a little bit that way, not too much. Put it back in my stance, even a little bit behind the middle of my back foot here. And then I dampen down the face even more than I think I need to, right? Even to where I would think it would go off to the left opposed to straight. Because then what I do is I bring my hands really far forward, and the face angle is now straight that way, right? What you learn about these chip shots is everything is dependent on compressing the ball and where your face is pointed. Everything else can be wrong, but the ball will go where your face is pointed if you hit it on the face. Really de-loft it, bring my hands forward, and I'm using my arms a lot on this one. It's almost like I'm putting the ball straight into the ground. I'm thinking about doing that. I just want to take it back, and I go as far forward as I can comfortably. I don't want to be extending out this way. It doesn't really work out very well. Get my power levels down. Boom, boom. Okay. And now execute, execute, execute. Right? So then this next one, in my opinion, this is the biggest difference, because I play it just kind of more like a normal wedge shot. I'm not really trying to punch it or anything. This is kind of the shot that even if you were like 40 yards out, you could take your, and for me it's my 56, but for other people it's different stuff, because my 56 is my field club, right? So I'm gonna take it up a little bit. I'm really choked down on that punch shot. I'm gonna take it up a little bit with my choke. Middle of the stance this time. I still want to think about compressing the ball. Releasing the club down onto the ball. Oh, I'm out of practice. That wasn't pretty. Remember that face is where your ball is going to go. Still compressing the ball into the ground here. Execute, execute, execute. Let me do another one just to show you how it's done properly here. Boom. I didn't even feel that ball, and I even decelerated through the stroke, and this thing still flew right at the trajectory that I wanted it to there. So now finally, for the high one, a lot easier to do when I'm in practice, and also when the ball is fluffed up. So I'm going to be nice to myself and fluff it up there. Easily the hardest of the shots. Only bust this thing out when you absolutely have to, and probably use a higher lofted club. So this one, I really angle my feet off quite a bit. And I'm thinking about, okay, where do I want this ball to go? My face angle needs to be lined up in that direction, right? So front of the stance, very much front of the stance, kind of draw a line with the front of the foot. But I still need to be leaning forward a little so I can get down into the ball, right? I'm not compressing hard down. I'm not coming straight like this. I'm coming at an angle, right? So it's going to have a little bit of cut action on it, but it's going to create more spin, which is good to hold those greens you're going to have trouble holding, right? I do want my wrist to release through a little bit more, but I still want to think about having my wrists release down into the ball, but having that face be right pointed where the target is. Release through the ball, down through the ball. Just thinking down through the ball. Execute, execute, execute. I'll try another one just to see if I can demonstrate properly what should be going on for you. Back to here, boom. Release down through the ball. Release down through the ball. Execute, execute, execute. Boom. That sounded a lot crisper. It didn't go very far. It came out weak and it went high. And that is what you're looking for out of that shot right there. So with that, I would encourage you to find your club where you can get all of those feels down. And if it happens to be that you can spread it across clubs, great. It's different for every golfer. But the fact of the matter is, the thing you remember is the ball will go where your face is angled, and you always have to be thinking about compression. Slipping under the ball, unless you're really, really talented, will rarely be the way to think about it. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful and somewhat enjoyable. I definitely did, because this is the first time I've hit some golf balls in the last 3 months or so. With that, though, if you did enjoy it, go check out all the other golf content and other silly things I like to do on the channel. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one.